Songwriters, how many songs have you written? And how many songs are sitting there unfinished? Yep. You get inspired to write to an idea you had, and maybe you get something written down, but then you get stuck and you try to push through it, but you can't really figure anything out. And you say, oh, well, I'll come back to it. Maybe I'll get inspired. When I get inspired, it'll be awesome. The inspiration will just fuel the rest of the song, and it'll be great. I'll finish it. You don't finish it, though. You never finish it. Then you end up being stuck with a lot of song ideas that end up being forgotten, unfinished, and unheard. I'm here to tell you today that you can finish those songs. You can finish all of them. You can write on command, and you don't have to infinitely be waiting on the inspiration to finish the songs. After all, there's plenty of professional songwriters that have to write to anything they're presented with all the time, and they have to do it because they have to get that paycheck. It's their job. At the end of the day, the job is finishing that song, and they got to turn it in. So how does somebody go about doing that? How can somebody just push through and finish songs? Well, I am Brandon with Megatonic Audio, and today I'm going to talk about 2 things that you need to think about every time you write a song that will keep you on track to finishing them every time you sit down to write one. Let's get into it. So when you sit down to write a song, a lot of times, you got either your phone or your notepad or whatever, and it's blank, and you're inspired or whatever. You're just really feeling it. You either want to write something, or you got a tune in your head you want to write to. You got an idea, or you got something, and you sit there and it's blank, and you're ready, and you're thinking. And then you keep thinking. And then your mind wanders. And then you get back to it, and you're thinking some more about the song. What am I going to say? Or you started with one line, some hooky one line that you've had in the bank for a while, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to write a song with this in it. And you still don't know what to write after that, though. You don't know where to put it. You're stuck. The first thing you need to think about when you're writing a song so that this doesn't happen, so that you don't sit there, get stuck, and then you're like, I'll come back to it later when I'm inspired. The first thing you need to think about, number 1, is why are you writing? Why are you writing this song? What is it about? You need to identify the point. What is the main idea of the song? What is the topic? What is the subject matter? What are you trying to say? Anything you're trying to convey? What is it? What is the point? And once you figure out the point, I hear a lot of songwriters say you make the title for your song right then and there. You figure out the title and you write it down. And that's good if you can do that. But maybe you don't want to commit to that yet. It might change as you write your lyrics, what that specific title might be. So just write a working title, kind of like how movies and production have working titles for a different reason. You can have a working title, but based off of what is your song about? What are you trying to say? What's the point, right? So have your working title ready, and you're already set up for a better focus for what you're trying to do when you're writing your song, and that'll help with the stuff coming up next. Once you know what you're writing about, you got to think about the second thing, which is the structure of your song. So once you know what you're writing about, you got your working title or the final title, whatever it ends up being. Now it's time to plan the song. You got to plan it. And it's just like writers planning for a book. They know what they're trying to write about, but they're planning the structure of it. So you need to plan the song structure that you're going to use. Is it a AAA song? Is it a traditional verse, chorus, bridge, chorus? What's the song structure of the song? Nail that down. Figure out what kind of song you want it to sound like, how you want it to flow together, what will be appropriate for this song. And if you don't really know, just pick something. Just pick something. It's easy to pick AAA. Just do a AAA song, right? Or whatever you want to do. Once you pick something, stick with it. You've got your structure. Write out the structure. Give yourself some space. Verse 1, verse 2, all that. And then once you figure out the structure of the song, you're going to want to plan a little further, and you're going to want it to, just like a writer writes a book. A lot of writers use outlines first. You're going to want to plan every verse or chorus, if you have those, bridge, whatever. You're going to want to write down everything you want to say, everything you want to accomplish in each verse, in each chorus, in each bridge. You are going to want to just write that off to the side, scribble it out. Okay, verse 1, we're going to establish these couple of things. And verse 2, we'll move on to this or whatever. Especially if you're writing narrative-driven songs, like story songs. That will help you not meander and get to the point and stay on track and keep everything in line for your song. Now, that's all you need, really, to keep you on track to finishing your song. Once you have all that together, it's really just filling in the blanks. But I'll give you one further. I'll give you a third thing that you need to think about. And it's really good to plan this as well for kind of the overall tone and feel of your song, is your vocabulary. So it's good to figure out some vocabulary that you're going to use in the song. It can be really helpful for the tone and feel of the song after you've got the structure and the point and the outline of everything all ready to go. You might want to match whatever you're talking about with certain words and phrases maybe. So for instance, you got a blues song and it's about the perils of just working hard your whole life, working your fingers to the bone, and it never stops, right? So if you're writing about that, think of some words and phrases that are associated with hard work. Like I said, working your fingers to the bone, blood, sweat, and tears, stuff like that. Hard work related terms and phrases. And that can help you fill in the blanks for some of the lines that you may have been missing beforehand. And that's pretty much it. Without all that structure in place beforehand when you start writing the song, if you're just staring at a blank page and you got nothing and you're just saying, I'm just going to write, you need to have that structure to kind of get the juices flowing, get the gears turning, right? And it helps keep you on track too. And when you do that, you're going to need to practice this. It's not going to be like 5-minute songs every time you do it from the first time you do it to the last. You'll get faster and better at it as you go. But even the first time you try it, it's going to be a lot easier than just staring at a blank page and getting stuck. So anyways, I hope you all enjoyed that and I hope it helps you. If you've got a song you've already written or you need help with finishing writing that song and you want it produced at the professional level, click the link in the description to learn how you can work with me to get your songs produced at the level that you know that they deserve. And also, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, share, follow, all that good stuff, because that helps me get to more people like you to talk about topics like this. And it costs you nothing, but it really does help me. So anyways, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you listening. I hope this helps you on your songwriting journey, and I will catch you next time. Thanks.